All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, He only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check safety. Shoot. Hey, 0.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st down carry for Harris, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
280. Here we go. Check. Good job right there. Good guys. 4 down. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His 1st throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his 1st throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. You don't know no better. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25.
Push him back.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
You ain't going nowhere. 43. Check 52. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down now, Whittington. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 24. Check 24.
Attack.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone, and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike. One left. Hey, it's just one left. Go. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky. Hey, watch it. Good guys, 4 down. Switch. Check. Pick the edge. Check. Slam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I got one. Hey, we're going 25 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. Run left. We're going 25 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you
From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. It's caught. Block it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
14. Go. Motion. At 25.
To throw is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get in the weight room. Yellow.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Watch the twist. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Gun. Want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 50. Check hot. Check 26. Watch out. There. Alert. Check 24.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 51 yards on the ground.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They will run with Grant. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Check 43. Attack. Rush in.
This is Grant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
57. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. On 3. Motion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch a slant. Check 15. Check 57 colors. Right there, 54 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 99. Motion. Pump.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go back to Grant. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 25 to Mike. We've got 25 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. 14. Check 37. Check 37. 6.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, yeah. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Fight on these two. I'm going. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, 15. Jump.
On first down, it's Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, punk.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go, fellas.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shoot! 25. Kill.
Wilson to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Zero. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's checking. Alert. No.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Smooth team. We got 25 to Mike. I'm coming for you. Mike. Check. Back. Check. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Hook. No. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, hey. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey, 25 to Mike. Hey, we got it. Here we go. Far left. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Come on, come on.
One last shot for Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.